YouTube, what it do? Welcome back until we oh no, not the car. Shit. Let me stop, guys. Just wanted to clickbait you guys just to click the video. So in today's episode, what happens when you have a 90s vehicle over the years, right? 25 plus year vehicle. Something is gonna happen. Unfortunately, in this car, something did happen. The window stopped going up. So I'm hoping, and I'm sure it's the window actuator. So I ordered the window actuator from Japan, of course. So I'm gonna take the door panel off. I'm gonna replace the window actuator and all that good stuff. And then from there, just make a video of how to do it if you guys don't know how to do it, or if you guys is curious what's underneath these door panels. Then from there, I'm gonna continue with the video, make sure it works, drive the car around Kissimmee like I always do, and make some videos, man. Get to it. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe, guys. All right, guys. So, tools that you need. I mean, I would rather get the plastic one. Let me see something. I don't want to scrape it up, but sometimes I don't have it, so it just comes right off for me. So I've taken this panel off a couple times already. So most of these bolts are gonna be already out with, just cause sometimes, you know, you get lazy to put it back together. Anyway, so yeah, so these gotta come off. Of course, that comes out. Then you gotta take these off in the bottom. Make sure when you take them off, put it back to where it belongs, where it goes, etc., etc. All right, start taking this junk apart. Boom, boom, boom. It's super hot outside, guys, so make sure you stay hydrated. Only drink water, nothing else. All right, so that's off. This is off, so it should be able to pop right out unless I'm missing something. And oh, you know what? I think I am missing one in the middle right there. You see? I knew I was missing one right there. I remembered. Make sure you always look before you pull hard, because if it doesn't come out that easy, there's a reason for that. You don't want to break the plastics on it. That would suck. So see how it's dangling? Now that's how you come out. So taking that out for me. Boom. Take out the connections for the window. All right. Now the fun begins. So obviously these got to come out. My little ghetto speakers that I bought got to come out. All this has got to come out. So we could get to the back of it, and all this plastics has got to come out as well. So let's go over here. Let's check this out. 10s, yep, that's what I thought. This is also a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. This is a 10. Then it should just whoop, let it hang. Just remember your 10s. Remember all your 10s that go there. Okay, so now just take the sucker off right here. Just cause it's held on by one screw. That's just how I did it. Don't worry about it, guys, how I did it. That's how I did it. All right, that's how we do it, baby. All right, so now, of course, plastic has got to come off. So let's go ahead and kind of rip it off. Now, what I would assume is, because I never did this car before, so this is working together the first time with everything, guys. What I'm gonna do is take this apart right here. Disconnect this, just to disconnect it, because I know for a fact it has to be disconnected. This is gonna be here, so I know that something with this most likely has to be like pried open, maybe. See, like that, right? And I would assume that's the same way, but let's take this one off real quick. Oop, you don't want to break that. You see, it's an older car, guys. This happens. So let's just do that. Now let's take these out real quick. All right. Now, of course, make sure these are not lost. Put them aside, and of course, Definitely want to take this off right here. All right, guys. So I do apologize for what I did. So I started taking stuff off, and I kind of got nervous because I realized that the window actuator came apart from the motor itself, right? So the motor obviously is separated. So the old one that I had right here, if you look at it, it was tangled up, right? It was tangled up inside here. So when I took it apart with the motor, it was basically tangled up. So my equation, I'm trying to think, maybe the motor wasn't bad, but the wire itself was tangled, so it wasn't allowing it to come up. So what I did was, prior to taking off the window and everything, which was so simple, it was the 3 bolts that came here. So I had somebody hold the window for me. So I just take off these bolts that was here, and then there's a bolt here and a bolt here, and then make sure you have someone holding it, because if not, it's gonna fall and might, you could break it. Take it apart, take it out, very easy. So this basically, this part right here, which is that part, was inside here. So what I'm doing now is I turn the car on, ignition on, got it connected. I want to see if this works. If this works, then the issue was obviously the motor, which I thought that came together. So shit happens. So what I'm gonna do now is connect the panel back, and then from there see if it works, if it makes noise. If it makes noise, then we're good. So I have to figure out just to connect the bulb back in, and then we're good to go. So let's do that. All right, guys, let's see if it works. All right. So I didn't have to buy this, because that piece new or pre-used was almost $200 and something dollars. That's it. Good news for that. Now, what we're gonna do now is this. Since that piece was all messed up and scrambled, obviously that's garbage. So we're gonna connect this to here, trying to figure that out, which shouldn't be that hard. Just align it together, I guess. Cut this piece off right here. So that's going like that. Boom. So now the goal is to, obviously this is gonna go this way, right? So we want to make this to go in here. So unless I would have to take this off, then it might work. I'm just scared if I take it off, it might dangle out. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, just push it back this way, and then go like that. Push it in, and guys, that's it. Make sure you have it all the way down. And then it did come with an extra clip. I got this on eBay, guys, so you got to make sure you get the right one, especially if you're right-hand drive. You make sure you get the right one. So that worked like that. And then from there, it should be good like this. And then put the bolts back in. The 2 bolts that were here that are gone. These right here. Screwed it back on with care. And then this next one. Boom. That's it, guys. Good to go. Now, since we have this connected, let's go ahead and put it back on. All right, so same way I did it, and we'll do it out the same way. So let's take this piece off, because I remember I had this piece off, and it's kind of easier to like hang and dangle. So these 2 bolts are gonna come from here to here. So it's gonna overlap like this. As this one, it's gonna hang this way, as so, and then it's gonna go just like that. Boom. Then these 2 bolts, of course, is gonna go. Maybe that would be a lot easier, right? Like that. And then I did the opposite now. I put those 2 in first, and then
anyways, there it is. So you got these two bolts here. That one on top right here. Boom. And then, boom. Don't do it too tight. Enough to where it grabs it like that. Now, recording. So here, so we had this side here, right? Like so. And then this side, or you know what? This side was like this. No, I'll take that back. This side is like that. So this one had, let me see, it was one bolt over here. It was one bolt that was already hanging here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put that bolt back just to, because right now it's just hanging and dangling. Might as well put the connector back on. Boom. Okay, now this piece, like this, and then you got this bolt right here that goes in the middle. So let's kind of hang this like this, right? Like so. All right. If that's hanging up, this piece is gonna go like this, and then this piece right here is gonna go all the way like this. Just the way they had it. Don't ask me why. And then now what I'm gonna do is, well, since that's there, everything is good, right? What I want to do now is connect the switch back on again. Okay, so now connect this like this, and then all right, let's do that. All right, guys, so now when you put this back together, obviously you want to make sure it's not over torqued, because if you over torque this thing, that would suck. Once again, it'll break. So make sure it's tight enough to where, you know, it's smooth tight. I know there's a torque spec to these. I know for a fact there is. But my torque spec is, I'm so used to not, you know, feeling it to where it's about to go down, you stop. All right, so put the motor back together. Let's do this sucker right here. So this thing, see if I can remember this again. It goes like this, right? So you have this over here. You have, if I'm not mistaken, this right here. So I feel like it's a little bit off, just a little bit. Okay, so now let's put this over here. Boom. Make sure it's somehow lining up with the threads, because I got a feeling it's not lined up. Yeah, this motherfucker is definitely not lined up. So you just gotta make sure it's somehow lined up. Like that. Like that. And then, if I'm not mistaken, this piece right here is where it's gonna be. Nope, actually no, that's the piece that I used for my speaker as a ghetto holder. Don't judge me, guys. We'll figure it out. What bolt's missing? It's a 10 bolt anyway, it's no big deal. So that's connected. That's connected. Now let's make sure that the window goes up and down. Yeah. Yep. All right, so she is good, guys. This is exactly what I wanted to make sure that the window goes down. So let's put this back together. Perfectly good. Now, make sure before you put it back together that it's aligned with your door when you close it. When the top of the window is aligned with the trim. I did have an issue, so it was kind of down a little bit. So I had to take the window off again and kind of raise it up a little bit. But make sure that it's aligned. You know, of course, it closes fully. It's fully, you know, sealed up, because you don't want water getting in here. So she's good to go now. So there she goes.
Easy as it gets. Not too bad. Pretty easy. Pretty easy, guys. YouTube, thank you again for watching the video. Show some love, you know, like, share, subscribe. You already know the deal. Most of the time, all the actuators are the same of all the cars just about. So it's almost the same setup. So if you guys, you know, this helps you out a lot, just you already know, like, share, subscribe. Now the Z, the battery's back there, so I have to take the battery to get it charged up. The Z was completely dead. Didn't even want to turn on. It's been sitting in my dad's yard for almost, you know, for a minute already, for a little bit. So trying to get back into that. So got this working, and the little view that you see when I'm on POV, I'm using my MetaQuest, guys. So my MetaQuest, I try to expand it as much as I can. So it worked a little bit, but it wasn't full screen. So I do apologize for that. Now I know the MetaQuest is really good for making reels and stuff like that. But anyways, hope you guys like the video. Please like, share, subscribe. You already know the deal. See you in the next one. Hopefully putting the battery on the Z, starting at least, taking the car, moving it forward, changing the drive shaft, all that good stuff. So we can hurry up and take our damn things to the track. Woo! Anyways, let's get it. Guys, stay safe, stay blessed. Let's go. Later, man.